from beautiful South Florida. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Miami Dolphins. Fall is in the air and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. A running play there, going to get 11 as they get a... Quick first down.
Antoine Winfield on the tackle. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Seattle.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 6 there on first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Dancing to his left. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
That is caught at the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. On play action, they'll throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Jared Cook, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. McCann's got it teed up. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
The kick is good.
And he's got it up and through.
That ties the game at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Steps away to his left. That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Now he's forced out left. And his pass incomplete.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
The throw down the field caught by his running back. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 30. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, he'll drop to throw. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Javon Kinlaw brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Play action. Now Jackson. That one caught by the rookie Chase Claypool. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Miami Dolphins.
These two teams all tied after one.
First quarter. with the score tied 7-7.
They'll run on first down. Gibson. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them? And do I have enough confidence to make a play?
7 yards there and a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. 7 yards, the pickup there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down now, it's Gibson. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks' 43-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And he'll complete this to Gibson. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down, it's Gibson. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by this Seahawk defense.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's third down.
Jackson. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. From the gun, it's Jackson. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
On the Seahawks' 21-yard line.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
That's good.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks run with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a gain, hard to argue against calling it.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They run the counter. Gibson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. The quarterback run good for 10 that time, but it does lead to a 3rd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Let's go. Right there. 54, right there. Let's go. Mike, 54. 54. Let's put him on the buses. Let's go.
4th down, here's Jackson. And that is going to be incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football.
Turnover on down.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
First down, Seahawks.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down.
Greenlaw on the tackle. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and
now an option play on second down. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
That's good.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Jackson on first down. And that one will fall incomplete.
Intended for Mike Evans.
Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
And 10.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On third down, Jackson. Flushed out right. And Olsen over the middle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Lamar Jackson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Well, Lamar Jackson remembers 7 rushing touchdowns in his MVP season of 2019, and he's into the end zone here as well.
And when you hear that 7 rushing touchdowns in 2019, doesn't it surprise you a little bit?
Yeah, you almost expect more, right?
Yeah, in your mind, you're thinking Lamar Jackson got in the end zone a bunch more. That might be what he does in 2020.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
That'd be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Erickson now to return. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10.
23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Check pass. Check pass. Mike's 54. 54. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
From the gun, Jackson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
I can't believe they even let you play. Watch the safety creep. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go, fellas.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Tackle made.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They run the counter. Gibson.
It's interesting where we are in the game now. The analytics folks, they might tell you to kick the field goal and make it a two-score game. But you have to wonder if emotionally they're thinking, let's go for the touchdown and try and slam the door.
A field goal would make it a two-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal.
Come to my work. We want it. Come. Hey, middle. Sit on. Check back. Finish up. I got one.
Jackson from the shotgun. Flush to his right. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Man. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is. And this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we got a backup who's warmed up and has come into the game. So you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
After the pick-6, they go right back to the air, escaping the pressure right. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Being chased out left. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And 22 more yards there and another first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the shotgun again to Elliott. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Javon Hargrave there on the stop.
At the Dolphins' 28-yard line.
His throw incomplete. Cole Beasley the intended target, but now it's 3rd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
The screen does get them 9, but it also brings up a 4th down.
It brings up 4th down.
They'll run it with Elliott. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. Now Elliott. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Eluding the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Score Dolphins 21, Seahawks 14.
McCann's got it teed up.
Set to kick off.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Gibson.
Intercepted by the Seahawks. They'll take over 1st and 10.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action.
The third quarter of play with the score Dolphins 21.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons.
And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 12-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jackson able to hit his target, Claypool. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
2nd and 12 at the 35-yard line.
They go play action now. Jackson. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
From the gun, Jackson. Forced out to his left.
Got an open man, finds Gibson. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
At the 39-yard line.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Underneath, he's got Olsen. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted.
Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons.
And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
And caught left side, Olsen. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
6 brings up 2nd and 9 at their 49-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And they, in fact, will throw it. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them
a crusher there as it's intercepted.
Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons.
And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his 2nd touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talent. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you.
And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Jackson. Airing it out for Olsen. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Play action. Now Jackson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson.
Jackson's pass intercepted by the Seahawks. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
Today's final score, Dolphins 28, Seahawks